Is this power lift recliner actually worth it for the average household? Or is it just a niche gadget for a very specific set of needs? Who should definitely consider adding it to their living room? And who would be better off putting their money into a regular sofa or a simpler lift chair? If you're sitting on the fence because you've seen a lot of glossy ads but also heard some people say it's overpriced, I'm going to walk through the real-world factors that matter before you click buy. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. When I started looking into electric recliners for seniors, the first thing I noticed was how many models promise premium comfort without actually addressing the daily obstacles that people with limited mobility face. The biggest hesitation for most buyers is whether the lift mechanism is reliable enough to use every day, and whether the added massage and heating features are truly helpful or just extra fluff that drives up the price. I spent a few hours reading forum threads, watching a handful of unboxing videos, and comparing the specifications of a few competing chairs. What came through clearly was that the market is split between basic lift chairs that do one thing well, and high-end massage chairs that can cost several $1,000s. The power lift recliner chair for elderly sits somewhere in the middle, trying to be a jack-of-all-trades at a price that is still under the premium tier. Let's start with the most obvious benefit, the power lift function. For anyone who struggles to stand up from a low seat, whether because of arthritis, a recent surgery, or just general frailty, the gentle hydraulic push that raises the chair to a near-standing position can be a game changer. I imagined a typical morning routine. You're watching the news in bed, the alarm goes off, you reach for the remote, and instead of scrambling to push yourself up, you press a button and the chair lifts you smoothly to a height where your feet can touch the floor comfortably. That single motion can reduce strain on knees and lower back, and it also cuts down on the need for a caregiver to assist with the stand-up. In real life, that translates into more independence and fewer falls, which is exactly what many families are looking for when they shop for a senior-friendly chair. The next feature that sets this model apart is the built-in massage and heating. The chair offers a basic vibration massage across the lower back, coupled with a low heat setting that can be turned on while you're reclined watching a movie. For people who suffer from chronic lower back pain or have circulation issues, the gentle heat can help relax muscles and improve blood flow. It's not a full-body shiatsu experience, but it's enough to add a soothing element to a TV night or a quiet reading session. Think about a grandparent who settles in after dinner, flips on the TV, and lets the chair give a light back rub while they sip tea. No extra device needed, no extra effort. Cup holders are another small but surprisingly useful addition. Most recliners have a side arm where you can rest a drink, but the built-in holders keep the cup upright and prevent spills when the chair tilts back. If you're the type who likes a cold beverage during a movie marathon, you'll appreciate not having to juggle a glass on a sloping surface. The hidden storage compartment under the seat is also practical. It's big enough to stash a remote, a blanket, or a tablet, which keeps the coffee table clutter-free. I could see families using it to keep gaming controllers out of sight, or a caregiver storing a spare set of glasses for a resident who frequently misplaces them. Now, let's talk about the downsides because no chair is perfect. The first practical weakness is size. This recliner is fairly bulky, measuring close to 3 feet wide and nearly 4 feet deep when fully reclined. If you live in a small apartment or have a tight TV stand setup, you'll need to measure carefully before you order. The weight of the unit, which is around 150 pounds, makes it a challenge to move once it's placed. If you ever need to rearrange the room or move houses, you'll likely need a couple of strong helpers or a furniture dolly. That's something a lot of shoppers overlook when they focus only on the comfort features. Second, the lift mechanism, while generally smooth, does rely on a motor that can be sensitive to power fluctuations. In a region with frequent brownouts or in a house with an older wiring system, you might notice the chair moving a bit slower or pausing.